Doing?
Just find my skip button here. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! So this is Hamtaro's Hams Unite. The general plot of this game is Boss here, who's this big ham with the hard hat on. He is building a new addition to the Ham Clubhouse, and he wants to throw a big party to celebrate when he's finished. But everybody's off, having their ham lives, doing their ham thing. They all don't just, hang out in the clubhouse 24/7. But Boss is too busy building to go find everybody. So it's up to Hamtaro to go out in the world and find all his friends, bring them all back home. But before we can start our grand adventure, we have to start learning a brand new language. Because this is a cute, fun little children's game. So, as part of being, cute, fun little hamsters, we're going to learn what's called ham chat, which are these different little words and phrases we're going to pick up, usually with some sort of cute animation to go with them, that let us do different things, communicate, express ideas, or, beat up a tree, in this case. And the four that we're learning here right at the start are kind of our four basic ham chats. Kunka kunka here is hif hif in English. That's just hiffing the air. We want to smell the sunflower seed before we pick it up, make sure it's not poisoned or moldy or anything like that, I guess. And the only thing to note in this opening little gambit here is whenever you learn a new ham chat, not just here in the tutorial, but throughout the whole run, whenever I learn a new ham chat, the dictionary pops open and shows me the full dictionary here. And if I keep mashing the A button, like I would trying to scroll through text, I keep mashing the A button there, it'll actually just show me another preview of the ham chat rather than just close the menu. So you've got to switch your mashing buttons quite often in this run. It's not the most hardcore of speed text ever, but it is something to keep in mind. And we gotta get a tour of the Ham Clubhouse that, we kind of live in, but not everybody is familiar, so gotta get the newbies up to speed, too. And the first friend we're gonna go find is Bijou. And I thought Bijou was just a name, but apparently, I was looking it up right before the run. Bijou is a word that means like small or petite, something like that. It's an actual word with an actual definition, and I guess that really fits for her. She is a small, cute, adorable little hamster, and she is absolutely in love with Hamtaro. And it is, especially if you go on to play the second game, becomes painfully obvious to everybody except her that Hamtaro is just really not that into her whatsoever. But right now she's, madly in love with him and thinks that we're chasing her around playing hide and seek. So she's just running off to find a hiding spot. And we're going to be, hello, say hello. She's going to be hiding a couple of times throughout this level. I'm stopping here to pick up a hand chat I'm going to need for the next hamster. I think this is Nopey Blue in English. It's been a while since I've done an English version run. But generally speaking, it means, hey, don't worry, it'll be okay. You can do it. That kind of general positive, uplifting feeling. Cut right over here, and we're going to sniff this flower. If. But it's not a flower. It's a hamster. And that hamster's going to shake her booty. And we're going to learn, oh man, what is in English? Coochie Q. This is Coochie Q. And we're going to be seeing this ham chat quite a bit. There are going to be lots of shaking hamster booties in this run. We gotta learn another ham chat here. We gotta learn how to say we're sorry, because Hamtaro doesn't know how to say he's sorry. At least not in ham chat, he doesn't. I do want to point out that we tackled the tree that makes the other hamster fall down on our head, and he apologizes to us as if, you know, we didn't just knock him out of a tree, potentially causing him serious harm. Hamtaro is kind of a jerk, and we're going to find that out throughout the course of this run in a couple of different places. And again, if you branch out to the rest of the game, because I think there are 4, I am probably miscounting. There are 4 or 5 games in the Hamtaro. Wow, that was not what I wanted to push. There are 4 or 5 games in the Hamtaro series. I've never said no there before. This hamster I'm talking with now loves acorns. Most hamsters just, you know, love sunflower seeds. But he loves him some acorns. So he's going to trade us a bunch of sunflower seeds for every acorn we give him. And sunflower seeds are currency. There actually is a money route we have to take care of in this speed run. I'm glad I didn't have to refresh the screen. I hit no. I would have lost even more time. Not a lot more, but already feels bad enough. Alright, so 50s, he's gonna not actually 50s not quite enough. We got a couple more sunflower seeds we're gonna pick up, but we're not gonna spend them for quite a while. Alright, there she is. She's gonna run off, and now we're actually gonna be able to catch her on this next screen. There actually is a little bit of speed tech here. We're gonna manipulate the camera by tackling the right side of this tree. Wow, I am mashing A. Let's go. If you tackle the right side of the tree, the camera doesn't have to pan over, and it saves you X number of frames. It's a very small time save, but it's very easy to get. Ham, get. We're gonna head right back to the same level, actually. As soon as we get a little bit of advice here from Boss. Boss is gonna keep tabs on a couple of people and at least tell us where to go. Even if he won't go out and find our friends himself. Which would be quite helpful, but no such luck. Oh, good, for sure. Alright. If. A couple more sunflower seeds. And next we're going to find our friend Maxwell. If we smack this wall a couple of times, we break open a hole in the roof that he's going to wave at us through, and then promptly fall through. And this is why I had to go pick up Nopey Blue earlier. Because Maxwell here, he's a little bit embarrassed that he's fallen down. And if we do this, we do something a little silly to make him feel better about himself. Gotta stick up for our friend. And then he promptly calls us weird. Whoa. Down, Hamtaro. So next we're gonna find our friend Oxnard. There he is. Hey, Oxnard. What's up? He's very, very upset about something. Goodbye, Oxnard. We don't got time for this right now. Boom. Dun 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 dun. This is a weird little conversation. Let me get through this because I always fat finger this menu. All right, good. So this guy here is looking for his friend, a little caterpillar friend of his. And I tend to focus there because I keep telling this guy I want to eat his caterpillar friend when what I'm trying to do is tell him his caterpillar friend is pretty. Or is cute, is coochie cute. And for whatever reason, if I don't just stare at that menu, think about what I'm doing, I tend to just pick the wrong thing out of the menu and tell him I want to eat his friend. Which does not advance the story at all, as you might imagine. So we're going to go over here and dig this guy up. He's playing hide and seek, and we're learning the ham chat here, chuck chuck, which means to give up and or to throw out. But in this sense, it means to give up. He's been hiding for so long, he thinks everybody's chuck chuck looking for him. That's the context of the ham chat there, for anybody who's trying to stick with the plot of the game. I want to go help our buddy out here. Oxnerd, what he's so upset about is he lost his big sunflower seed. And we looked for it, and we give up. We're not going to look for it anymore. We dug up one hole, and that's enough help. You got to go find this thing yourself, buddy. Or, come back to the clubhouse, because that's the point of the game. Thought he's just sitting out the whole time. But, it happens sometimes. Just like the remote. Sit on the couch, under a couch cushion or something. Man. So we get a little more advice here. We might pick up some ham chats in this one. Yeah. You gotta stop mashing A. Yep. And here's our friend Cappy, but he's not actually next on our list. Next on our list is Penelope. Cappy was babysitting Penelope and lost her. Don't know where she is, so we're gonna help him look for Penelope because she's tiny and small and fragile. Little baby ham. Shouldn't be out and about on her own. But I know where she is, so we're not going to be looking for her for very long. But again, Hamtaro's kind of a jerk. He has the option to be nice, but he chooses to be mean sometimes. Like right here, there's Penelope, and there's a little frog. They're playing together. And we're just going to pull the plug in their pool here, drain out all the water, because, not allowed to have fun. We're mad at her, I guess, for running off on her own. I was going for Hamo, one menu too early. I gotta say, this frog, there's if you're a big Hamtaro fan, there's a pretty special scene coming up here that I'm gonna talk over. It's gonna be okay. But this frog here is pretty cool because a hamster comes up. He realizes Penelope's just a little baby ham shouldn't be on her own, so he kind of just takes care of her, watches over her. But he doesn't know Hamtaro from, bump in the road. So he gives us a little test to make sure that, we're actually friends and we actually know who she is. He doesn't just hand her over. The little special moment there, when Penelope jumps up in the air, you can see her face without the blanket on, covering her up, which you see very, very, very rarely in the TV series. It just doesn't happen very often. Ooh, all right, so I tried to dodge that, and I just moved too late. There are environmental hazards in some of the levels that you have to. If you walk over them, it's okay, but if you run over them and you see kind of trip and fall, we're gonna see the same thing when we go to the grocery store in the freezer. There's a patch of ice. Alright, so here's Pashmina. There goes Pashmina's scarf. She's not leaving without the scarf, so we're gonna have to go find it. And what actually happened is there's a raven, or a crow. I'm just gonna call it a crow. I can't remember what this bird is. There's a crow over here who caught the scarf in his beak, and he's not giving it back. So we're gonna make a funny face, and he's gonna be so busy laughing as he just drops the scarf. You know, it's such a funny face. He's like, hi, little hamster, you're funny. We should be friends. Hey, what's the hamster word for friend? And it doesn't matter what you pick in the menu. So you just mash A, and the default option there, because this is a kid's game and it's very, very mature, the default option there is Go P. So you sit there, you hit Go P, Hamtaro, you know, does his business right there at the top of a big red pole here. And now the crow is convinced that the hamster word for friend is Go P. And he says, hey, I'm a bird and you're tiny, I can pick you up. If you ever need to fly from one level to another level, just find something really, really tall to climb up and go pee. Just say go pee. So we're not going to use that at any point in this speedrun, but it's useful for casual play. There are actually a couple of items hidden in the crow's nest, if you go back to his house, or his nest rather. But yeah, it's also a good excuse to say go pee like 10 times in the speedrun. So that's, you know, that's such a big deal for like long RPG speedruns, is, you know, when you get a cutscene break so you can go pee. You get like 6 or 7 times a go pee in this speedrun. Where am I going? I am going back to the ruins. I know what this speedrun route is. Oh. So if I like clip a corner in this first game, I just kind of just stop. Obviously, as you can see, I don't really get to round corners. For the second game in the series, Heartbreak, if you kind of catch a corner halfway, Hamtaro will like scoot his booty around and do this cool little like Tokyo drift maneuver around the corner. It's not fast. It means you've clipped a corner, you've bonked a little bit, but it is kind of funny. Watch him scoot his little booty around the corner. Alright, so this frog's trying to teach us how to... Man, I hope I don't have to redo this whole menu. Nah, we're good. Okay. So the frog's trying to teach us how to tell the weather. In the world of Hamtaro, frogs tell the weather by sniffing the air. And he realizes Hamtaro has a pretty good sniffer on him. And gives us a frog badge, which means we are certified weathermen. The reason why we beat up that TV so many times is because the fourth time you attack the TV, this pan falls down on this poor man's head, nearly kills him. This is where we learn ooh-dee-dee, which in English ham chat is pooey. He feels very pooey. It just doesn't feel good. He just got clunked on the head. But we need that ham chat for something a little bit later. And oh man, you want to talk about great ways to lose time in this speedrun? This cutscene right here. Gotta admit, it's a pretty cool dance. But boy, oh boy, she's like, hey, so what do you think? And man, oh man, do not choose Pooey. Like, make sure you menu all the way to the bottom of the list. Because if you hit A, one menu option too soon, oh man, you tell her dance is really, really stinky, and you get to watch the whole thing all over again. And why do we have to watch the dance at all? Because we need to learn the hand chat for ta-da! We're going to use that on this split, actually. Wow! Alright, so the storyline here is, this Ham's friend has gone down this dark alleyway and hasn't come back out. And she's worried about her friend. And we're like, yeah, we'll go look for your friend, but then she doesn't let us go down the dark alleyway. And I think her thinking is she's going to stay there in case they actually do just come back out. So we're going to find the other side of the dark alleyway. Eventually. So this is the first time we're spending sunflower seeds in this run. And for 5 sunflower seeds, this guy's going to hurt Q us on this lift. Well, he is a very hurt Q ham, and he's going to run the lift for us. And then again, you know, I feel like there were other options to climb up this pole. But the only way to advance the game is to tackle this poor hamster and knock him off the platform. But it's, you know, it's a cartoon. It's a kid cartoon. No hamsters were killed into making this speed run, so they're okay. They'll keep coming back if I reset that screen over and over and over again, and let me knock them down over and over and over again. And now we're gonna play the weatherman. Sniff, 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 sniff. Smells like rain. And this is where we're gonna use Unini. The weather's really bad. You guys should not have a picnic right now. You're gonna get soaked. Just yet another ham chat. So cute. And they're gonna pack up and leave. These 3 hamsters that are trying to have a picnic are super rude, by the way. Like, Hamtaro is pretty rude, but they take it to another level of rudeness. But gladly, happily, we don't have to deal with them too much. And now we're on the other side of that dark alleyway, which is a bowling alley. We're gonna get some bowling in. Oh, by the way, Cappy, remember, Cappy's supposed to be looking for Penelope. We haven't had a chance to tell him that she's okay. He just totally forgot what he was doing. Because he's Cappy, and he loves hats. So he's not leaving until we get this hat for him. Go, go, go. Pop, pop. Hit it. Yeah, alright, that should be enough points. Yeah, should get the Shogun hat. Good. Alright, so most important skip in the game here. We do not want to play bowling again. There we go. And now we've got to ta-da the hat to him, because we can't just hand it over. We have to present it with style. But that bowling game, there is no RNG to the pattern of the balloons. I mean, each color balloon is worth a different point amount, so on and so forth. But they spawn in the same pattern continuously. So once you find once you find a good pattern for you to actually hit the balls in a set order, you can get the correct number of points every time. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to the grocery store next. Alright, so Honey and Dexter are fighting again. And they're fighting over Pashmina again. And I'm going to storm off and go their separate ways again. And our little buddy Radar here. Radar's a journalist. Some air quotes around journalist. He's a gossip journalist. He thinks he's got a big scoop. He's yelling at us because we just told him they're always fighting. And Radar doesn't care. Radar's going to go write that story. I gotta dodge the ice here. Up! Thank you. This game has grid-based movement. So sometimes I'll be hitting up, but I'll still be in between 2 squares on the grid. And it's really scary because it feels like Hamtaro is not listening to me, when really he's just caught between squares and can't turn yet. Also, the way you play through this level changes depending on which one of these two Ham-Hams you talk to first, either Howdy or Dexter. And talking to Dexter first is by far the faster option. Whoop. But Dexter says, we're not friends anymore, we're rivals. And if you were my friend, you would go spy on my rival for me. And Hamtaro's gonna go do that, and I think he's just trying to mend some broken fences here, but he kind of is playing, into the fight here a little bit. Hamtaro's not being the best friend he could possibly be, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and think that he's trying to be a good friend. Because Hyde's gonna get mad at us and say, wait a minute, how come you're spying on me? If you were my friend, you'd go spy on Dexter. And we're just gonna leave and go spy on Dexter. These two really do not get along. So we're gonna go back to Dexter, report what we found, find out what's going on. Except we get stopped by Radar, who has the coolest entrance ever. So Radar actually does have a scoop now. This is kind of, breaking news. Dexter is about to freeze to death. He is frozen in a block of ice in the freezer, and it's not good. It's very scary. He really, really, really could possibly die here. Now he's gonna put the differences aside and go to help. That's what he was looking for, by the way. He was looking for a gift for Pashmina and settled on that bright and shiny 100 yen coin because girls like bright, shiny things and money, I guess. Oh. I honestly thought I could cut that corner there. I'm gonna talk to this guy first. I found this route change like 2 weeks ago. I completely forgot about it. We're going to talk to Shopkeep Pam here first. I can't ever remember this guy's name. But he's selling a heating pack. And the heating pack sounds like he could melt a little bit of ice. But he's selling it for 9,995 sunflower seeds. That's way too many. That's just way, way too many sunflower seeds. So that option's out. But the route used to be that we would go talk to him last, and we'd go talk to Howdy here first. But you don't actually have to do it in that order. I think somebody assumed you had to do the conversations in that order, and then everybody else watched the speed run and followed suit, and nobody actually tried not doing the talking in that order. And I was de-wrestling this run about a month ago and accidentally did it in the wrong order and found out that it worked. Yeah, it's a pretty significant time save when you remember to do it. Because Radar should be out. Radar's out here, and Radar looks really bummed. He looks very sad. But right now, we've moved on from Plan A, which was, go chew the ice to set Dexter free. Now we moved on to Plan C, which was, the heating pad that we can't afford. And now we've backed up, and we're on Plan B. Howdy's Plan B is blackmail. We're gonna go ask Radar for some dirt on the shopkeeper so we can blackmail him into selling items at a fair and reasonable price. As opposed to just finding a heating pad on the shelf or, any other option that might be before us. So we're just gonna turn to blackmail. Look how cute Radar is, by the way. Super cute. And I like the sound of Radar's footsteps. Radar's just so excited about everything. Hey! So the nice thing about Howdy is, it was his idea. Oh, bit my tongue. The Blackmore was his idea, but he is at least willing to do the dirty work. And we're gonna give him the dirt, and he's gonna go have a conversation, we shall say. So is it 10 or 20? I can't remember now. 10 sunflower seeds. There's our heating pad. And now we're gonna go save Dexter. You can hold B. Whenever you pick up a key item, you can hold B and it will close the menu on the first frame it possibly can. But you have to hold B starting at a very specific moment, and I just keep holding my B button too early. The screen should not be... That screen should not be open for as long as it is. I'm off. I'm off my timing a little bit today. By the way, look at this ice sculpture. Like, this is an amazing gift for Pashmina. It's a great ice sculpture. And, after we save his life, they're going to get into another fight here over a poster of Pashmina. Because, of course. This is one of 2 times I want to go left when I leave the room. Not that you guys care, I'm just mostly talking to myself here. Alright, off to school. We got our first major boss fight here against Doggo. Hi, Doggo. Boom. Yeah, we just beat up a dog a little bit. But, if you try to just walk past the dog, the green ham there pops out and says, "Hey, don't be rude. Say hello to the dog." So if you say hello to the dog and then walk by, the dog barks at you and scares you, so you can't go by. So you have to do both things. You have to say hello to the dog, and then you have to beat him up a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Attack! Now I have to say we're sorry, even though we totally did that on purpose. So that guy just drank way too much milk, and now he has a tummy ache. I'm gonna pick up these bananas. Hi. This guy's falling asleep, listening to the music. And he's trying to remember. He's trying to think of a word to describe the music, and we're like, "Oh, I've totally forgotten what that ham chat is, to be honest." And then he's like, "Oh man, I've listened to this music so long, I forgot to go get some takeout." Because there's a ham chat for takeout. Of course there is. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, so I think I'm assuming this is Laura's school, but we're at a school. Hello. The ham chat here is it's not begging so much as, you know, somebody saying more like, you know, pretty, please, oh, pretty, please, something like that, more than like begging. Also, we got to hit the internet here, go to Hamtaro.com, get ourselves another ham chat. This is Smoochy for, you know, being all smoochy. And then we're done up here for right now. We gotta do a little bit of shopping. Almost bit the rope. And so we're buying a bottle here, and this bottle is 50 sunflower seeds. This is why we route out so many sunflower seeds at the start of the run. Is this bottle right here. And I don't know if you saw it there for the very, very few amount of frames that it was on the screen, but there's a big old hole in the bottle. So unfortunately, we can't actually use the bottle. But that's all right. We got our friend Panda here. Panda's going to fix the bottle for us. Panda, by the way, is the most agreeable fella in the entire game. You say hello to him, and he's like, okay, I'll come back to the clubhouse for the party. Like, that's it. There's no quest. There's nothing. You just walk them and be like, hey, there's a party. He's like, all right, let's go to the party. Like, that's it. And then, because, you know, that's not cool enough, I'm gonna come over here and be like, oh, pretty, please fix this bottle. We totally spent way too much money on it before checking it out. And then he gives us a free ride back to the school. And he fixes our bottle for free. Panda's the best. And he also shakes his booty. I forgot that was there. We're never going to use this ham chat, but it's just part of this cutscene. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. So we've got our bottle fixed. And now we can go help out that ham that had a tummy ache. He wants some hot tea to make his stomach feel better. And now we've got something to put the hot tea in. Hello! And this is why we need to open the ham chat for takeout. We want this tea to go. Yeah, we're gonna put it in the bottle. I'm gonna pick up one ham chat on the way up. That it's just fun to say. We're not gonna use it in the speedrun. Ha-cha-cha! Ha-cha-cha! It means it's very hot. Ha-cha-cha! Back downstairs. And then he asks us to leave and come back later, and there we go. And after all of that, we find, way back here, our buddy Jingle. And look how happy everybody is to be listening to this music. Just look how happy these frogs are, in particular. These frogs are absolutely miserable. Because it's a very poopy song. I mean, it's very sad, obviously. you should play a Smoochie song. Right. Boo 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 boo. I see. Remember earlier in the game where we tackled that one hamster and knocked him off a platform? We're gonna get a little bit of payback for him here. We're gonna tackle the air, and Hamtaro's gonna fall off. How do you like that? Ha 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 ha! And this monkey's a total jerk. He literally cannot move another step because he's so hungry. He literally can't move one more square to the left to let us climb up this pipe. He's got one cute little snaggletooth though, so he's got that going for him. But then he just litters. He just leaves the banana peel here. And then we can't climb up the pipe because there's something blocking the pipe. It's actually another hamster that's terribly stuck. Now, if I remember correctly, the context for... I did not mean to open the B. Thank you. The context for this ham chat is that it means something like complete. I think I got very poorly translated, but we're going to use it for something that a slightly different context here in a little bit. It means more like complete, total. We're talking about having a complete collection of like trading cards or something. Whoa, straight down. This is another one I like to fat finger my menu on. Zaru, there we go, that's what I wanted. And again, we're telling this hamster he's weird because he's hanging out in a golf hole. He's like, no, all the really spiffy hamsters play golf. He just doesn't know how to play golf. Whoops. I'm gonna be like, nah, man, that was totally spiffy. We're super cool. And then I don't know why, but he says, yeah, we'll team up with you. And I don't know what the context... I don't remember the context of it, but we need this ham chat. This ham chat means to team up and work together, which we don't want to do. We just wanted your ham chat, sir. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to use that other ham chat for us. Come over here and talk to this very pretty ham here. Hey, girl. You're, like, totally, completely hot. Is the context you end up using that ham chat in? And she's like, tee hee hee, you're cute. Can you, like, buy me a drink? And that's what we're going to go do. This girl is, like, a 10. Hamtaro's a solid, like, 5. That was not the drink I wanted to order. Can you please let me buy a drink for this girl? That's what I wanted. And he goes to deliver it, which lets us get behind the bar here and pull this plug loose. And pulling the plug out turns off the fountain here, so we can actually cross the moat. Because poor Sandy's been stuck over here, didn't know how to get back across the water. And we're still looking for her brother. That's what that hand chat was, looky. And so right here at DreamHack Austin, right here is where I just totally punted away a world record run. What I need to do, what is very important for me to do, is come over here to Sandy and tell her I want a ham team. I want to team up. That right there, that's where world record ran away from me a couple weeks ago at Austin. But we did it this time. And the reason why I'm taking this long roundabout path is, can you please just go straight down? Is Stan will walk away from you. Whatever screen he's on, when you get to it, he walks away from you, and we want him to walk right into his sister. So if we go the long roundabout way, we don't have to chase him and watch that cutscene of him running away a million times. It saves a lot of time in the long run. Left. Time's gonna be when the screen fades to black here. Right here. Time. I was 46:26 on my end, which is 11 seconds off of world record. Yeah. Thank you, thank you. I just really like the whole Hamtaro series as a speedrun. Each of the games is kind of it plays very differently, but they did a good job making a kid's game that isn't terrible, is actually super cute and adorable, and it has like pretty good music. The sprite work is always fantastic. The Hamtaro series are actually good video games. They just happen to be for kids. So if you're looking for like a new speedrun or just something new to play casually, the whole Hamtaro series is fantastic. It's definitely worth a playthrough at least. You definitely should try it out.